Ugh. Good morning, gamers. Oh, I don't have. Heck, wait. I don't have categories. One second. There we go. What's up, Badon? What's up, Leon? Thanks for good luck. What's up? I love onions. I too love onions. How do you feel about Funyuns, though? What's up, noob? Am I going to the gym regularly? I am avoiding going to the gym regularly, yes. I have been really wanting to go to the gym again, but I have been really not going to the gym again. Although, today we made progress. I woke up at 9 in the morning and I did not go back to sleep. Lately I've been full degenning it and sleeping till noon every day. But today I actually got up and I stayed awake. Granted, my alarm may have been set for 7:30 in the morning, and I may have gotten up, turned off the alarm, and then went back to sleep, but that's fine. That's still progress, though. Top toothpick Nick, the black pencil. We'll get back to it. It'll happen. After GDQ, I'm gonna hit the ground running hard. You know? I got like a week and a half until then. Thanks, push the boxes. Although we definitely won't be seeing a sub 2 today, that's for sure. Toast on beans. Not beans on toast, but toast on beans. Onions are valid. Onions are valid. I'm not a huge fan, but they're valid. I respect Funyuns. I used to not like onions at all, and then my girlfriend started cooking for me, and she uses like onions and everything, and damn, they're kind of bussin'. Now I put onions in everything. Literally, who are you, dude? I'm gonna be so late to this door now. Oh, we're good. Oh, I'm just better. I'm just better, dude. And I'm about to be just skinnier, too. When are you gonna start running back those RE2 speedruns? Literally never. Super Turtle on the menu. As long as I have a 40 series card, that's a no. You suck at this game? Yo, what a coincidence. Me too. Man, that model is whack? No, what is whack is your attitude. Bitch boy. Ever had Funyuns? It's just chips, but onion based. Today, no resets? Yes. Today we're doing I used to do these all the time, but like, I just do a no reset run of a bunch of different games on the weekend. Hey, who knows though? Maybe maybe Bloodshot gets them to fix it. He's been talking to them apparently about it. Trust me, I want to run Doom Eternal, but I literally can't with this graphics card, so. How you doing, Tobias? Give me a third. I added a couple more 7TV emotes. Two that I found really fun in Flom's chat today. Scatter and Assemble. Pretty goated, not gonna lie. Probably plug it back. I'm gonna need it. All good, Recton. Sorry to hear that, man. They're not available in India. India hates Funyuns confirmed. Kind of based, honestly. Funyuns aren't that good. What's up, Vladimir? Funyuns are like the greasiest chip of all time. It's kind of gross, to be honest. What's up, Gameplay Factory? Doing good, how are you? Hope work is going well. My favorite RE game? OG RE4. Later, Bubbles. See you then. Appreciate your time by. They're a dark blue Lays. Like the bag is dark blue, or like the chip is dark blue. If the chip is dark blue, that sounds pretty cursed.
Shit, they took my gear.
I'm about to speedrun OG RE4 anytime soon. Nope. Definitely not. What's up, sick puppy? The bag? Okay, thank God. I hate spicy food. I'm so white that if I stood in front of a whiteboard, I'd probably disappear, dude. Like, if I look at a flaming hot Cheeto, I burst into flames. I do not fuck with spicy food.
I'll be taking these back.
I don't think you'd enjoy a trip to India. No. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure India is a great country, but your food is dog shit. I'm not a fan.
The hell am I?
I love pita bread though. That's it. That's the one dub you guys got on the food department. Carbs. Good in every language. Like they say we all laugh in the same language, you know? That's like the poster or whatever, like we smile in the same language, smiley face. But no, the one true unifying factor is not smiling, it's carbohydrates. I didn't make a save because I'm griefing. So I really hope I don't die here.
Out of the way.
Spicy just ain't it. Spicy deletes flavor. Oh my god, don't die. I didn't make a save. I can't die. I don't know why I didn't make a save. I'm grieving, but oh my god. Panic, 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 panic. How did the dynamite get inside the house? The call's coming from inside the house. Literally, how did that even happen? Bro, how does spice add flavor when like literally I eat something spicy and I can't feel my mouth for like a week? That, like, could you imagine if that applied to any other sense? Like, dude, my favorite smell is fucking chlorine, because when I smell chlorine, I can't smell for like a week and I lose a couple brain cells. Therefore, it's the best smell.
Oh yeah, thanks for the support.
Watch a fleet big weaves for 44 months. What there? Is that Soakgoat Chan in the game?
Yeah, Watcher, thanks for the 44. I appreciate that. Yes, it is. I'm convinced that people just put hot sauce on stuff because they don't actually like the taste of the thing that they're eating. And they just want to mask the taste with their mouth being on fire. This run is going about as bad as it possibly could. If you hate spice so much, you should definitely avoid any food with jerk in the name. But like, I love beef jerky.
Not too shabby.
It's just about $9 a bag, so I don't ever eat it. Waifu, have you came to India? Oh, I've came all right. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Should do a one weapon only challenge. I was thinking about it. Why am I not making saves? I'm griefing. I've seen little Aggie did a bolt thrower only run, and I was thinking about doing one of those. Kind of wanted to catch up on my speedruns though first, because my PB is kind of ass. Although it's a lot better than it was like 3 days ago. The name of this character model? It's my original character. It's Soko-chan. Excuse me, man. Dude, I'm grieving. Why did I not just shoot him? I'm trolling. Whatever, I'll grab the snake. I'm not Jamaican, but you gotta try some Jamaican food. Bro, it's good. I don't know, I'm definitely like a plain cheeseburger and chicken tendies kind of guy, so... Honestly, if other people tell me food is good, that's usually an indicator that I should not try it because it'll probably be terrible. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy my cheese pizza and french fries.
Church. I made it.
Bro, food is amazing. I agree. The food I like is amazing. And the food you like is not amazing. What's up, Dante? Yeah, I certainly knew that. Fun fact. Thank you for the fun fact. You have a feeling you'll never beat your PB? With that attitude, you're goddamn right you won't. You gotta believe in yourself, Slabo. What's up, Ollie? It's my PB. In this game, it's a 201. Did you make it yourself? No, I commissioned it. The character design that I made, but I didn't make the model. I didn't make this model. I've made other models, but I never finished it. Your recent run was 10 minutes slower than your PB. Well, better give up then, I guess. You got a point there. 5 Little Caesars for lunch, trying to get fat. Now that's based. I had Little Caesars yesterday. That shit was fire. No, it's not Ollie. I've off and on ran Halo 3 for like a couple years now.
Shit. God damn it.
Yeah, braces put on yesterday. Ooh, that's an L. Long-term W for the teeth, but an L in the moment. Yeah, this run was dog shit. My action points are way too low.
This is what I'm talking about.
I got hit like 16 bajillion times in Canyon. The best part of the Halo 3 run is where that elite says, clear this sector while we deal with the flood, like 20 times in a row because I can't hit the trick. I played Halo 3 when it came out. I think so. Maybe not on release, but I was playing the active multiplayer like before Reach came out, I think. The other 3 came out in 07, right? So I would have been like 7 or 8. Or you came to which state in India? No, I was making a joke based on the way you said it. And you know, in English, if you say came, that's like another way of saying come, which is like ejaculate. Like I was saying that I had come, like ejaculated to India. That was the joke. Now that it's been thoroughly explained, I'm sure you'll find it very funny. But yeah, I mean, I would wake up at like 6 in the morning to play Halo 3 Lone Wolf on Xbox 360 before I went to school. Explaining the joke always makes it funnier, so.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh?
You can hollow me swole, huh? But I've never actually visited India, no. I think if I did, I would have starved to death. Because I can't eat anything there. Why am I not making saves? Egg. How is it for me? It's like noon. Halo 3 was my first online game. I learned many slurs through playing Halo 3.
What is this place? Some kind of shrine.
I remember being called a squeaker and being yelled at. Good times. I played a lot of Modern Warfare 2 as well, so you know, bullets weren't the only things flying. Different times. It's better now. I like it a lot more now. Felt like Counter-Strike, and you know, most of the time the worst thing you'll get called is like a bot. Very rarely someone will drop the N-bomb, but it's like super rare nowadays. What's up, Ruby? Which is definitely an improvement. Unless you understand Russian. Well, I live in North America, so I don't have to deal with Russians in my games. Although I did get like a game yesterday where my entire team was Chinese speaking players, which was definitely interesting. I was very confused as to how that happened, but Hopefully I'll have enough money. Sup, Hanson? How you doing, dude? I'm gonna have like one first aid spray to sell, that's it. Should probably grab like a bunch of chicken eggs here. I think I got like an extra velvet blue or two though. I grabbed like a couple extra eggs. Use the SDF to move? Yeah. Call of Duty got a little better, but you still hear slurs like every 2 games. That's definitely a lot better than it was, though. At least it's every 2 games instead of every 2 words. Incremental progress is still progress. Am I bullying you? Yes. It's cyberbullied, nerd. Nah, dude, I'm just playing around. Would you say for this game it's better to practice segments a lot or start running and improve while at it? Well, you can't really just do no reset runs on pro. So if you're talking about pro, then you should practice segments. But if you're playing like any other difficulty, then I would just do no reset runs. I mean, the best strat is doing a reset run. The sections you fuck up, go back after the run and practice. Then do a reset run and then rinse and repeat forever.
Same mark from the church.
Yeah, Rezon. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Or sister. But if you're playing pro, then yeah, you probably just have to practice individual sections. Because if you die, you can't continue. I mean, you can load a save, but some of the save points are really far away. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Well, a job well done deserves payment in kind. Might welcome. I got something new for you. Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The perfect. You're
Should have just enough money. Kind of close.
With a bullet straight through their heads. Come.
Arts. Thank you.
Back anytime.
Started Ava again. I think you have a problem. No, that's the solution is watching Ava.
Oh yeah, thanks for the support.
Banhe Gaming Big Weeb for 5 months. Krista Ronaldo Sui.
Yo, Bandit, thanks for 5 months, dude. How you doing? Did you wish your mother? I don't know what you're trying to say.
You got worms too?
Oh, that's not good. Food? Bar? What food? I need details.
There you go.
You cooking a steak?
God damn.
Oh.
That was almost a pancake. Okay. Let's get to that church.
I could cook a steak. That's the skin. Yep, it's a dragon lore. cooking a steak. And I haven't had steak in a while. I should maybe make some. I really like those really thin steaks. Like the super thin cut steaks. They're like fillets almost. That shit's really good. That's my favorite. They're real easy to cook too. They can speedrun cooking that shit. It's so thin. You just like sear each side and it's done. And it almost cooks all the way through. Like instantly. Probably cook one of those steaks in like fucking a minute max. 30 seconds if it's already hot. I used to speedrun cooking my eggs. I always get confused on the inputs on this. You know, you like put a bunch of Pam in the fucking pan, put the heater on high, and then just like crack an egg in there and start scrambling, and it's done in like 20 seconds.
Ashley,
Take a save, I got you. Speedrunning and cooking. See who gets foy poisoning first. Well, I mean, it's a fucking, you know, you're cooking the egg all the way through. It's like impossible to not cook it all the way through. It's hard to fuck up a scrambled egg, you know?
Here, get the ladder.
Me? Okay.
Did you guys know that apparently the reason why eating raw cookie dough is bad for you is has nothing to do with the raw eggs? It's about the raw flour. Apparently. Just one egg though? I mean, I crack like 2 usually.
There's no way.
And I still season it and shit. I just gotta throw them on fast. How can you eat less than 4 at a time? How can you eat more than 2? Bro, if I eat 2 eggs, I'm like, ugh, okay, I'm done with eggs. Bro, oh fucking okay, man, sure. Weak non-European dairy tolerance. I mean, bro, I drink like a gallon of milk every 2 days. Or at least I did at one point. It's not that, it's just that eggs are kind of gross.
Something I think you like.
Also, eggs aren't even dairy. The fuck? They don't come from a cow. Cows don't lay eggs.
Flanagan was right about the weather.
It's close. I mean, I guess. Does that mean that ham is dairy? Pigs and cows live next to each other. Rabbits don't lay eggs yet, the Easter Bunny. Well, the Easter Bunny's magical. Alright. He's there to distract you from the fact that Easter is actually about zombie Jesus. Zombies canonically real in the Bible. Dairy isn't limited to only cows. It is now, I said so. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Yeah. Now if you shut up, we can good to go.
I'm griefing, I should have went for that shot. All gonna work out okay though, I think.
This should hold for a while.
Yeah. Can I board the fucking window? I still think Ninja Gaiden's ass. No. I know Ninja Gaiden's ass.
Thought you might need some company.
I would need some company. 1, 2, 3. Is that 4 actually? Did I triple collateral there? I think I might have. I gamble it. No, it was only a regular collateral. Now it's 5. That's not good.
Little busy at the moment.
I fucking knew this shovel guy was gonna be a menace. God, dude. I love how you can't board windows when enemies are climbing through, like, but they also stun you while they're climbing through. Ugh. Should have got one more kill and then went downstairs, but I didn't want to be late. Maybe I should have thrown a nade upstairs. I had a bunch of nades. That's okay though. Well, these cabins are the actual fun part of the run.
Hordes of them against 2 of us. Oh, and let's not forget, these slugs made up of monsters. You done warming up? Hope you stretched. Yeah. Now if you'd shut up, we'd be good to go. Light it up, cowboy. Present for you.
Terrible. I only got 9.
There you go.
Yeah, great. Didn't drop a board because I only got 1. I didn't get enough kills.
Present for you.
And he didn't die to that.
All right, this one's good.
One. 2. 4. 5.
Little busy at the moment.
Much better. That one was much better. Yeah, I used to eat like eggs and sausage or eggs and bacon for breakfast like every day, and dude, I just got so sick of eggs so fast. I could not eat like more than 2 eggs every 2 days.
Right now, let's just focus on
Like actually make me sick.
getting out of here.
I'm not entirely sure why. Eggs are just kind of gross. No, I'm not allergic. It's just they just didn't taste good. And like I enjoy eating eggs. It's just when I ate them that frequently, I just got really over the taste.
I've got some new welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. Ah, I'll buy it at a high price. We've been saving that one. A decent size. Ah, isn't travel.
Shit.
We've got company.
Nice, she's crouching. That makes it free. You have the same problem. You used to eat eggs with pleasure, and now you can't even stand them. Yeah, same. I just ate too many in like a short period of time, and now I'm like permanently burnt out on eggs. I think sucks because they're a great source of protein. If I was gonna bulk again, I'd probably just eat eggs anyways. Literally, how? I'm not gonna save because if I somehow manage to... using 2 flashes there is bad, so... If I die here, I'd rather just get the flashback and do it again.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Hide.
What?
What?
Okay.
I am flattered. I'm a one-lady type of guy. Feeling this?
I fucking hate the QT prompts in this game. It's so ass. Nice. ¿Alguien aquí habla español? Sí, habla español un poquito, pero no me gusta hablar español en streamer. Por favor, hablas inglés conmigo. Hey, I didn't die. Fogger. All good, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's awesome, Scrappy. I appreciate that, dude. I don't have patron alerts set up at the moment. Sorry about that. I did get the tips. The tips section to be working with alerts again. Just Pog. And there's a bunch of new patron stuff coming. Like, the $15 patron tier is gonna get VIP on Twitch, I think. Was one of the things I was gonna do.
Back up.
Then we're also going to be doing game nights every 2 weeks, I think, on Saturdays.
You run.
And like patrons get priority joining,
I'll do my job.
obviously.
Welcome. Welcome. Next time.
Patreon has a great API for OBS. Yeah, I think what I use for my alerts is stream elements, and I think that they might actually have an integration for that. Welcome back, Bubbles. The big cheese. Cheese emoji. Well, I appreciate that. Much love. I mean, the alert's nice, though. What's up, Eric? No, it was the other way around. We switched from Streamlabs to Stream Elements.
Guess we'd better get going.
Remember?
What are they?
It's crappy with the primer as well for the 6 months. God damn.
Leaves for 6 months.
Huge dub, boss. Thank you. Hey Grim, how you doing, dude? How was yesterday? Yeah, you have to manually resub your Prime. It doesn't auto renew, unfortunately. Now you're good, Oten. Hello. This game is dog shit. Yes, Icon, thanks for being a patron. Appreciate that, dude. I have email alerts for it though. W.
I guess this is their idea of a warm welcome.
Yeah, how's Eric? Thanks for the good luck. Howdy. How'd the rest of the runs go?
Go!
Okay.
Nice. There's Edrock. What's up, Kota? That's waifu thong.
Wow. Look at this place.
Welcome. I got something new, thank you.
I'm still broke? Holy shit.
Wow. Thank you.
A deal well struck.
Yo,
I see
Ray.
you have an eye for things. Guns not just
Thanks for gifting this, continuing your gifted sub that you got from Rodoin. Augers.
need time.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Graham, I did one last week. I'm gonna start doing them every week again now. Is my hair natural? No, I went through a space-time dimensional warp and ripped it off of myself in another timeline. Very unnatural. It's crappy. Thanks for gifting us up desserts, dude. Appreciate
You are
that.
too kind.
That side of nature. Oh, first try. Let's go. Dude, why couldn't I do this in runs yesterday? Okay, but he's like not shootable. Did the insane body block. He's like, you cannot shoot my friend if I'm standing in the way. pretty. Thank you. But no, yeah, it's natural. I don't have extensions in, if that's what you're asking. Can you do minimalist on professional? Like, is it physically possible, or like, can I specifically? I'm sure I could do it, but why the fuck would I want to? That sounds awful.
Watch out!
Of course, I get it first try, and then Ashley dies, and now I can't get it. Now she's with me.
Ashley! Ashley!
I have not seen Ashley die in a long time. Like, actually die from an enemy. Like, it happened like once on my first playthrough. That's the last time I saw it.
This is gonna be bright.
Bruh. I just did the trick. Why is it impossible now? I did it first try like it was the easiest thing I ever did in my life. There we go. Thanks, Scrappy. Appreciate that. I still need to make another video about the tournament. Oh god, I just am like so overwriting right now. I don't really like today. I was just like, man, I should probably finish the next highlight video script, and so I can get it sent to the editor. But I really don't want to write right now. I just want to play a video game. So that's what I did. But I'm pretty far behind on YouTube right now. I kind of need to get back to it.
Leon, they're here.
Ah, the
It
entertainment.
is the main moneymaker after all. I should probably prioritize that. Dude, why is this game so bad? It's literally like the worst thing I've ever played. Like, how? Like, how can it possibly be so bad? That's like a she should literally never get grabbed situation, followed by the dude just not giving a singular fuck about being shot by a sniper rifle in the lower back. What's happened?
Give me space.
Got it.
Let's go.
Okay. Leon, watch out!
I don't even have an egg.
Look away.
Dude, like, flash grenades literally last for 1 second. It is wild. What's up, Zaffin?
Over here.
Okay.
Yes, killers. I know how to do the trick. Thank you very much.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I got this.
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
I always forget you exist.
Okay, get back here. Hurry up.
How do you feel about remake speedruns compared to the original? Well, I don't have 2,000 hours in this game, so it makes them a lot more fun.
Come on.
Okay.
But this game is like omega random. Which is unfortunate. What rifle's that? Dragon lore? Thank you, Royal Jowling. Thank you for the good luck, Lates. Yeah, I haven't run Halo 3 in a while. That's sure to be an absolute catastrophe. Should be fun. Archive channel's kind of popping off. Yeah, it's slowing down again now that RE4 remake hype is kind of dying down, but it was definitely going for a minute there. Fortunately, I didn't get as much growth out of the other two channels that I wanted, though. I mean, they did pretty well, but not as well. I mean, there's still time, though. Still plenty of content to make about 4 make, especially once mods come out. Kind of waiting for that, though. Not get stuck.
Sorry to interrupt.
Dude, did he not get hit by the barrel? This game is so good. Oh my god. Literally, what the fuck is that shit? Why did he not get hit by that barrel? I'm so confused. He like didn't run over to the spot he's supposed to. I must have not headshot him, maybe? But I'm pretty sure that was a headshot. Yeah, there's a couple people working on randomizers, but no luck yet. Sure, we'll get figured out eventually, though.
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
The best weapon in the remake? It's not an opinion-based thing, it's just objectively true. It's the rifle. It's far and away the best weapon in the game. It's like not even close. Easy to craft ammo for it.
Should do it.
Instant kills enemies without even upgrading it for like half of the game. Once upgraded, it can insta kill like almost every enemy in the game.
Oh, great.
It's good at long range. It's good at short range. It's good at everything. It's just the best gun in the game by far. What about the Stingray? The Stingray is like also really good, but it's just the bolt action rifle except for like twice as expensive and you get it way later. And it doesn't have as high damage output when upgraded.
She said meeting you once was enough.
Higher base damage though? Yeah, but I mean, by the time you get the Stingray, you could have like a fully upgraded bolt action rifle if you're playing casually and grab all the treasures. You could like even get the exclusive potentially. Like this game's village is way longer than OG's village, so it takes a long time to get to castle. Gonna get wrecked by the fucking rocks here probably. Oh no. I wonder why not.
If it works.
Okay. I didn't want that half of my health bar anyways. All good. Eat a fish.
Get ready. Adios, you son of a bitch.
Did that at Pro S Plus for a friend yesterday. They got exclusive bolt action before El Gigante. Yeah. And it only really drops off when you get to Island. Even, well, if you have the exclusive, it'll never drop off. Like, it's just, it's the best gun in the game by far. Plus, like, if you're gonna do speedrun skips, like, you already have a scoped weapon, so you can do all the skips with it.
Sorry. I've had
Subwoman enthusiast. It's like kind of busted.
Ashley, where are you?
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Do the cutscene.
Let's stay back. I might hurt you again. I'm so scared. When that happened, I wasn't myself anymore. I was something else.
Oh, she must have been terrifying out. I know.
You too?
It's okay to be afraid, you know. But you can't run. You gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Leon, thanks.
I'm back. It's funny that most of the meta guns from the original game became crap in the remake and vice versa. Yeah, right? Like in the original, the bolt action rifle is awful. But in the remake, it's the best gun in the game. Broken Butterfly is like super good in the original, but in the remake, it's terrible.
Can't believe that guy.
He's in trouble. We can't just leave him, right?
If, like, I don't understand, like, if your friends want you to do the achievements for them, why don't they just download, like, Steam Achievement Manager? And just cheat the achievements. Unless it's on console. But then it's like, I don't know. Sure, there's a way around it. Oreo aggressively sitting on my lap.
Easier this way.
You let them out!
Holy.
Hey, Ari. Next thing, good luck.
You alright?
Yeah, no big deal.
Will I play separate ways when it comes out? Well, they haven't announced anything, so I wouldn't hold your breath.
Hey, look! The flag's
Oh,
down.
Sag, Facky. Sag. Oreo. That's another good example. The riot gun is terrible in the original. But in the remake, it's definitely the best shotgun by far. It's like not even a contest.
Give me a warning next time?
Ashley.
Hang on. Be careful.
Got carried by the riot gun, the Sadler fight in your first playthrough of hardcore, and now it's one of your favorite guns. I actually haven't ever used the riot gun against bosses, really. I usually have so much ammo that I can just use sniper
Ashley,
when I'm playing normally. Yeah. That was a sick flick. I'm an opper. Yeah, they definitely, it's weird that the Red 9 and Striker are like just actually bad. Like there's no reason to use them.
Now we can finally get out of this maze.
The only reason you would want to use the Striker is if you're trying to fight like 10,000 enemies at the same time. Which, I don't know if you've noticed, but that never happens in normal gameplay. Maybe if you're playing like some legendary Dark Knight mod or something, the Striker would be good.
Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks.
Ballroom must be this way.
I am gonna make a save because heavy grenade dice. I don't want to have to redo this section if I die.
New goods that might interest you.
Look, there's a statue up there.
I must say I'm not a huge fan of how insanely long this run is. No resets be like 2.5 hours long. Difficulty is this, bro? It says at the bottom of the splits. Category is always at the bottom of the splits during wipe-a-thons.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Little old-fashioned from.
Gonna go down to like 140 on pro, maybe. But like really, really optimized. But even if you're really good at the game, a no reset will never be like lower than 2 hours unless the run's really good, probably. Just because things can go so wrong. Unless the reason for a lot of that new time save that makes it down to 140 is like because of new skips rather than because people just got better at the game. But I'm assuming that most of the skips are found and all the rest of the optimization, all the rest of the time save comes from optimization. Well, if there's skips on the new patch, then people would eventually find them. Casual players would do them on accident.
Yeah. Nighty night. Nights.
You sure you're all right? You're not burned, are you?
Nah. Thanks for your help. I really did the trick.
You don't think they're gonna move, do you?
Ashes didn't get stuck, poggers.
Huh. Dining hall.
Here? No thanks.
Bing.
Leon!
That's my name. Don't wear it out. I mean, people are still gonna run OGRE4. I'm still gonna run OGRE4 and wipe-a-thons and stuff, but not for a while. OGRE4 is definitely the better speedrun, like without a doubt. But this is probably the second best for RE speedrun besides OGRE4. Hippie daddy. I'd like to relearn Remake again. We get Vanius to port over my mod to it and do some no intro nightmare, probably is what I'd do.
Something like that. Is that a clock?
What's up, Minnie Maria? How you doing? Yeah, the Remake is a sick run, man. The only reason I stopped running is because people were just toxic in chat all day. Oh yeah, well, I mean, you gotta think about it this way. Most Resident Evil speedruns are complete dog shit. Like, 7 and 8. Well, 7 is the worst by far. It's like half cutscenes, and when you are playing the game, there's no gameplay. And it's long as fuck. 8
Didn't I just say I was...
has a lot of just walking around, and has an insanely long intro, and like has no mechanics. 2 Make is like 50 minutes of walking in a straight line, followed by knifing bosses to death. So it's like omega boring. And then 3 Make is actually really good. 1 Remake is just like walking around the video game, and same with all the OG classic games. They're just walking around the video game basically. Have like no mechanics, nothing to it. You just like walk from point A to point B. 5 is just like 4 but with less mechanics and a worse campaign and no inventory management. Six is, well, 6, so
No, don't go out.
no one runs it,
Damn it. I've had enough of this.
and it's insanely long. Yeah, well, like the thing is with 4 Make, like, yeah, there's a ton of bullshit, but at least like there are a lot of mechanics in this game, and there's a lot of tech and skips and cool things going on, you know? My only thing that I don't like about 4 Make is that it's just long. As a speedrun, I mean. It's just really long. You know which day I'm flying back from GDQ? What day does GDQ end? I think we fly back the day after the event ends. So the 5th, I think. What about the Revelations games? I've never even played them. I don't know. I don't think anyone speedruns them. They're probably walking simulators like the rest of the RE games. It's the worst speedrun game I've run. Resident Evil 2 Remake, for sure. Fucking terrible speedrun, and I have 1,200 hours in it.
Almost there.
Well, either that or Silent Hill 3. Silent Hill 3 is like Resident Evil 2 Remake, except for like it controls worse and the port is awful. Although Silent Hill 3 now is actually a pretty cool run. It's got a bunch of tech. There's like a bunch of like big skips in that game with wrong warps and stuff. But when I ran it, it was basically glitchless, and you just, it was quite literally the most boring thing I've ever done on stream.
Same as ever.
I learned it so that I could do like longer waifu-thons, because I used to do like 12-hour long waifu-thons.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. Perfect. You're a real professional. We've been saving that one for the
But
I offer repair services.
definitely wasn't one that lasted very long for me. Trade, so.
An interesting choice. Oh, I mean, you come.
Haha, you come. Oh, I already have 3 heavies. That's cool, at least.
Back anytime.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead 2 is my favorite speedrun, for sure. Yeah, dude, honestly, I would love to run A Link to the Past, no major glitches. I've played a lot of Link to the Past rando. It's a fucking phenomenal game. And Super Mario World is also a phenomenal speed game. But honestly, just Nintendo in general is something I want to avoid.
Fucking monsters.
Like, no matter how good those games are, like, risking just making Nintendo content in general on the internet just is not worth it.
Hell yeah, thanks for the support.
Yeah, do you? Thank you for the 35 months.
Big leaves for 35 months. Waifu.
I just got grabbed off the top rope. Yeah, do you think of the 35 months? I appreciate that. Like, to put it in perspective for you, I'm willing to like risk a lot and take like a few months to just like make Counter-Strike content, but I would like never risk making Nintendo content. Because at any moment, Nintendo could just come to my house and kill my whole family. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm only partially exaggerating. But yeah, I mean, they could just like ruin my entire career overnight if they wanted to. If I was speedrunning their games and making a bunch of content for it. And I would not put it past them whatsoever to do so. And the thing that they would 100% would do. But yeah, I mean, it's sad that that's the truth, but this is exactly how I feel. Especially recently with all the fucking Breath of the Wild shit happening. I'm like, dude, Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay the fuck away from Nintendo games. As much as I love some of their games, it's like, it's just not worth it, man. What, like you know, imagine I get like really into like the past runs and upload like 100 NMG speedruns.
Sticking the landing.
And then they DMCA claim all of them and get my channel destroyed or something. Like,
The hell?
yeah, it's well, there's just like a whole bunch of controversy with like them like hating some game journos and there being a bunch of leaks, and Point Crow had like his whole channel fucking taken away for a little bit there, I think. Where the hell am I? Or like got a bunch of DMCA strikes and shit. The best example is, yeah, like you look at Smash tournaments. They'll like literally like sanction, be like, yeah, you guys can do the Smash tournament, like for sure. And then the week before, just be like, send them a cease and desist, even though they gave them permission. Be like, nah, you guys can't do this. We're shutting the tournament down. Like, people already bought plane tickets and shit, you know?
Give me a break.
There's like, nope. If you run the event, we'll sue you. Like, Nintendo moment. This is pro.
Welcome. Well then. Welcome. Thanks. Not my place to say, really, but oh, you cut through the crowd with that right there. That's good work, if I do say so myself. Don't.
Talk about the keyboards that plugged in. Ouch. I need to delete.
Get yourself killed
I don't have one on my keyboard.
now.
What's up, Kira Death God? How you doing? Yeah, Nintendo is a bunch of clowns. So, I don't fuck with them. Besides, it's like way outside of my own normal demographic and target audience, so it would be a bit of a stretch
Oh, you're kidding me.
in the first place. But it's probably better for me to just stick with stuff I'm already doing. I can ruin my career by doing other things, like play Counter-Strike instead, you know?
You son of a bitch.
Glad to hear you're
You.
doing
You're
good.
Ramon's lapdog.
Of course I said hi to you. You said hi to me. Or you didn't say hi to you, but, you know, posted an email in my chat. Same thing. Boom. Video. I'm glad you enjoy. I don't remember what happened, but we're all good. What's up, Zillabell? How's the infinite rocket glitch work? You basically just confuse the game and it thinks that you have the TMP out when you actually have the rocket out. So when you shoot it, it shoots the TMP bullet and doesn't use the rocket. It's not actually an infinite ammo glitch, and it does work with every weapon. You can do it in any arrangement you want. It's just like only really useful to do with the rocket and TMP. Yeah, well, thank you, Bayside. Glad you enjoy. Well, that's what Capcom gets for fucking making their pulling out the gun animation 12,000 years long and have a bunch of lag on it. What's up, Ramek? Should have made it like RE6 where you could do insane quick swap tech. That would have been sick.
Why help me, though? What's in it for you?
No need to be suspicious. I said I'd help you, didn't I?
A little hard.
My
for me to
reboot
put my
hater?
faith in
Yeah, that game
someone
is dog
who
shit.
worked for Umbrella.
But so is DMC5, so, you know, balance.
It's done for. You don't need to worry about them anymore.
What's up, 375?
You didn't
How you
answer
doing?
my question. What are you after?
Tried running Evil Within 1 or 2? No.
Big dramatic interest in stealing.
Yo, Punchy, thanks for the raid, dude. Sorry, I'm allergic to furries. Yo, Punchy,
What do you want to do?
thanks for the raid, brother. I hope your stream was good. I hope the JRPG furry tank driver simulator was enjoyable. I'm trolling. Dude. What are you doing? You're trolling, dude. Dude, you better not die. Well, good thing I made a save. Furry bullshit's treating you well enough? Yeah, I'm just glad you're having fun.
Why help me, though? What's in it for you?
No need to be suspicious. I said I'd help you, didn't I?
A little hard for me to put my.
How come I don't like DMC5? Because the game is terrible. Obviously.
You heard, huh? Umbrella's done for.
It's blessed
You don't
tears.
need to worry about them anymore.
You didn't answer my question. What are you after?
What are you
Just want to
after?
feel good about myself. Make amends. Or something like that.
Or something like that.
Looks like we've got company. What do you want to do?
There we go. Yeah, I never actually beat Evil Within 1 or 2. I played Evil Within 1 and soft locked, like in a garage boss fight somewhere. I don't remember. I was like kind of being like, I don't know, this game isn't that good. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it. And then that happened,
Yourself pretty low.
and then I didn't finish it.
You sure you're just a researcher?
I'm just an average guy who happens to be quite the ladies' man.
My favorite game, DMC3. Best game ever made.
Oh yeah, I think we can get through here.
Come on.
Nah, I never played a Castlevania game.
How's it look?
It wasn't boring. I kind of thought it was. But I always get, when I ever have this conversation, I always get like super conflicting responses from people. Half the people are like, yeah, man, Evil Within 1 is dog shit, but the second one is so good. And then the other half are like, man, I don't know how you don't like Evil Within 1. That's like way better than the second one.
See, this is where they discovered Las Plagas.
That's like the same conversation. Every time Evil Within comes up, that's exactly what happens. Everyone is like so split on whether the first one or the second one is better.
You're not suggesting we ride this thing.
Do you see any other way?
What's up, Robin? It's like thinking Dead Space 3 is a good game, and yet some people in here think DMC 5 is a good game. So, I mean, the takes are all over the place.
Give us a push, Sancho.
Who are you calling Sancho?
What's up, Russian dude?
There, it's moving. This should speed things up a bit.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Hey, we're in a hurry, right? Oh, by the way,
What now?
What now?
trail rides.
My favorite part about these conversations is I can just like aggressively state my opinion and no one can out argue me because I'm the one with the microphone.
Mierda! Do something about those parts! Oh yeah, big strap! We don't, we're gonna crash!
I am the one with the microphone, therefore I am the one who is correct. Giga Chad. The best part about streaming, exactly, Punchy. Yo, Punchy, you saw they added player filters for Left 4 Dead 2 yesterday? Now, I am the one who talked. Exactly. I think you did. I think I saw you talking there.
Turn!
Pretty pog though.
Curving to the right!
Yeah, literally, I typed in there. I was like, "Hey, we should do this," and everyone was like, "Yes." And then like 6 hours later, it was done. Like, hell yeah. Tree Scrub wrote a sick API to make it possible. That's sick. Tree Scrub's a legend. So what did he do? Did he just automate it with like SRC's API? When you submit a run now, do you have to like fill in the filter? Like how many players are playing? I'm not sure either. I would imagine so, but
This it?
Afraid not.
yeah, there's like 2,800 runs. I don't really want to go through each of them and rename all the players or whatever, which I don't blame them. I feel like I honestly might be faster to just kill that guy with a sniper. Otherwise Lewis is this shit and he trolls. I have a sniper, it's not equipped.
All right.
Let's go!
Not this again.
Here's the real question though, Killer. I think Left 4 Dead would benefit from this a lot actually. When's the Halo the Halo runs, speedrun points coming to Left 4 Dead? Yeah, it's for ages. It would actually be so sick for Left 4 Dead. I mean, Vogel would be in first by like a bajillion points, but it's on Mike's to-do list over the next decade. Fair. I think the DMC community is going to build one here soon. Loner has been putting in an insane amount of work, and now we have like a wiki for like all 5 games, and the wiki is really good. It gives you like all the speedrun information for like everything for every category, for every game. I mean, the only one that's even remotely fleshed out right now is Devil May Cry 1, but like the infrastructure is there. The DMC 1 wiki is like really good right now.
Hey, the cart's tipping over.
But he was saying he wants to implement that point system when it's done. But Left 4 Dead would be like a perfect game for it though, because there's so many ILs.
End of the line, asshole.
You guys don't know what we're talking about. Basically, like, Halo Runs has this system where every single category or like individual level, basically every category ever has points assigned to it. So like, let's say world record gives you 20 points and second place gives you 19 points and third place gives you 18 points. I don't know exactly how the point distribution works, but something like that. And then there's like a leaderboard on the website that like who has the most points. Because of that, like, a lot of people like to compete on that leaderboard for like the most overall points. And for Halo Runs, it actually spans across all of the Halo games. So like it creates this cool little meta game where you're like trying to beat other people on the leaderboard by farming points. So what it does is it incentivizes people to run like really obscure categories. Like Halo Reach, Lasso, Co-op, ILs. Because like what, no one's ever done a run of that ever. So it's a free world record, so it's free 20 points. And if there's one thing that we should know about free world records is that if there's an incentive, it'll no longer become free. Even if it's just like these stupid internet points that don't matter. Like people will run that shit because of the points. But it's fun, like, you know, like, oh, I want to beat Killer on points. I only need like 20 points to beat him, so I can run like some IL that no one's ever ran to get my free 20 points, and then I beat him. But then the cool part is eventually like you run out of points, right? So like none of the points are free, and like every category gets optimized eventually. It's pretty cool. Or people will learn categories that no one would ever run specifically to get the points. So like probably no one would run Halo Reach Lasso co-op, but like there's points attached. And also because the points don't scale, like world record's not the only thing that matters. Like you might not be capable of getting world record in like an IL in Left 4 Dead 2, but you know, if third place is free for Blood Harvest and you want some points, then you'll grind Blood Harvest to get third place, which means that every category will eventually get optimized. It's pretty fun.
I have something. Welcome. Got some rare things, stranger. This kind of work is a. There you are. As good as and pleasant travels.
It's like an actual runner, you just messing around and learning stuff. This is a waifu-thon. I do these. Well, I used to do these every weekend, but I'm getting back into it. I'm just doing a reset run of a bunch of different games. I shouldn't upgrade the Magnum when I did. It's kind of trolling.
We can make it if we circle around. Come on.
All those games on the live split, I'm running all those games today. Not for PB or anything, but just do no resets. The hell is Lewis? Lewis! There he is. Jesus. My favorite Halo, definitely 3. But the point system would be sick, especially for Left 4 Dead. Because there's so many ILs.
Are you being controlled by that cult?
This is nothing to do with them.
I could give you the full DMC5 take when I am playing something that is easier.
Too slow.
But I don't want to give it in-depth DMC5 rants in the middle of like a late game Remake. Just remind me. Just remind me. I don't want to die again and lose like 1,000 years. It's the float on that op. I'm pretty sure it's actual perfect wear. Bag new. It's the first game that was ran. RE4 Remake. Up Townsend Sly.
Get away with this, Krauser.
Krauser fight's way more fun than the cutscene in OG. You're good, talentless Sly. Talented Sly, rather. Sorry, I'm just BMing you for no reason. Reading is hard. What's up, Corey Vortex? How you doing, dude? Evil Within 2 is discount RE4. I mean, so is Evil Within 1, right?
Some new welcome. I've got something new, stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pity. This kind of work is about finesse. You're a comeback anytime.
You're a comeback. Halo runs are cool, man.
Hang in there, Ashley.
They're pretty rad. Unfortunately, I'm not super good at Halo 3, so it probably won't be the best showcase, but I got like a 130. Also, I'm like omega rusty at Halo 3. I haven't been doing these waifu-thons in a long time. I did one last week, but I played some slightly different games. I always think that cutscene trigger is going to be way earlier than it is. Halo 3 was not on the list last week. But it's probably been like at least 6 months since I played H3. Hey, Quaff. Oh my lord, it's Quaff. I gotta speedrun Silent Hill 2 remake. Definitely not. That sounds complete dog shit.
Present for you.
What? Literally what? I gotta wait out the next cycle. Bro. Go fuck yourself. It's your first day without smoking a vape. Spent $400 in the casino and got smoked like a Newport. I have to wait a while for the new Zelda. That's rough. GG on the no vaping though. What's up? My girlfriend just stopped vaping actually, like a month ago. So Spectre. Why are people so keen on asking if I'm gonna speedrun games that don't exist? What? He just tanks the rifle shot. I shouldn't have used that shotgun shell. I don't have a shell to shoot this guy. That's fine, that works. No achievement, bad. Because we love your speedruns. But I speedrun games that do exist. But yeah, probably. I mean, if an RE5 remake came out, I'd definitely speedrun it. But I'm just not a big fan of the never-ending capitalist hype train that is like, this game came out 2 months ago and now everyone's like, dude, I'm so excited for RE5 remake. It's gonna be amazing. When it's not even announced. Or like, you know, I can't wait for Separate Ways DLC, even though it's never been announced. It's time you speedrun games that don't exist. You know, that would actually be great content. So maybe you're right. Separate Ways is different. That was leaked. I ain't seen any gameplay. Separate Ways is pure copium. Separate Ways remake starring everyone's least favorite voice actress who starts a bunch of drama on Twitter. Remaking a 30-minute playthrough from the original that no one's played. Truly integral to the remake experience. Can't lose a world record by playing games that don't exist. Actually, that's 5-head. You're right.
Krauser.
Ada VA is fine. I don't know what people are on about. Well, obviously you have shit taste. You're subscribed to me. So, like, why should anyone listen to you when it comes to VA? Her VA is fucking awful in this game. It's ubiquitous. This is like a well-known take. I forget. She got harassed, so retroactively that means that she did a good job. Just remember, chat, if you ever do a bad job, just make sure that you do a bad enough job that people harass you, and then people will retroactively start to like your job. Solves all your problems, actually. How did she start drama? She said that everyone that was criticizing her was racist and sexist. And that they didn't like her performance as Ada because she was the first actual Asian woman to play Ada. Which I'm pretty sure is not only not true, but like, I mean, it's like incorrect that that's the reason why people dislike her. But also just not true that she's like the first Asian woman to play Ada, I'm pretty sure.
Damn it.
Oh. Oh. My titties! Ah! I let myself die to that on accident. I have never seen that before. Actually, I thought that that was just a normal attack and I was just in a really long animation. So I didn't try to break free because I literally had no idea that that was a QTE. I actually couldn't see, I've never seen that animation. I had no idea that that was a QTE. That was actually wild. That's pretty funny, actually. I didn't know you had to break free from that either. I've never seen that. That's pretty cool. He just putting it right on her titty, though.
Damn it.
Well, that's not good. Now he's gonna die. Hey, Edders, come here. Come here! Or not. How did he not fall off the edge? But yeah, I mean, if I was Capcom, I would just say, like, okay, even if we were playing separate ways, just scrap it. Like, do you really want the main character of your DLC to be a voice actress that, like, everyone hates? Yeah, Dio. Exactly. The next step's Devil May Cry 3. Then Left 4 Dead 2, then Halo 3, then Devil May Cry 1. Feeling very fat today. Need to go get food to recover from drinking last night. Maybe I get ramen. I've actually never had a hangover before, but I have heard that pizza is pretty good hangover food. I think people will get over that for a fresh DLC. Maybe. But if the entire DLC has the same level of performance as the full game did, and she is the main character of that DLC, it'll be a ever-present reminder of her bad VA work. Like, assuming they do separate ways and it's like longer than the original. It's be like 3 or 4 hours of her being the main character. Well, I mean, certainly. Which is why I was playing in Japanese a lot of the time. But we both know that the wider audience is not going to do that.
This isn't good.
I hate this game. Like, that's definitely a reasonable take, right? Like, just play in a different language. Like, true.
Where they keeping Ashley?
But, I mean, 99.9% of people that are going to play the game are not going to do that, so. Valid, but I don't think it actually solves the problem. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. It's like you're not even reading the subtitles because you don't need to. I think the new VA is perfectly fine. Some of her lines are poorly delivered. But like all of her lines are poorly delivered. Also, isn't it quite literally the voice actor's job to deliver the lines not poorly? It's like saying, you know, I thought the construction worker was fine. They just didn't build stuff correctly sometimes. Fish.
Welcome. I got something new for you. Could you come back anytime?
They're also supposed to have directors, etc., to tell them to how to fix the delivery. Yeah, and they're supposed to be foremans that, you know, manage the construction workers to make sure that they're building things correctly. And some of the responsibility falls on the foreman if the construction worker fucks something up. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're the one that built it. I just hope everyone is this generous to me if I ever make a major mistake in my job. Everyone just pushes the blame somewhere else.
The fuck are you?
Being held accountable couldn't be me. Have another job? No, but you know, it's a hypothetical. No, definitely not.
What's taking so long?
In the movies, though, Ray, I believe, is what it was, like the animated movie. Tough feet. Feet. Oh my god. Oh no. I believe that the fact check there is that in the animated movie, Ada's played, or in the live action movie maybe, Ada's played by a Japanese woman. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really care that much, but I just like dumb to push off the responsibility of your own performance. Oh, was she? I see. Well, either way, point still stands. That's not the reason why anyone dislikes her performance. People don't even know who play the characters in games, let alone their ethnicities. No one gives a fuck, dude. They just want the performance to be good. That's it. Whoa, I broke the other one. That's not good. Okay, we're going on a little trip here. Oh, you broke the third one. Okay, that's extra not good. That's not good. At this point, just break them all? I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm just gonna run away. You know, I wonder if you start that and run all the way away and make a save and then reload it, does it end? Oh, it finished. Oh! You know, I'm just gonna make a save just in case I die. You know, just because. It's gonna be a fun run back. Yeah, you can, but the regenerators are gonna smack the shit out of you, probably, so. Oh. That's not good. I think it might be a good time to use a flash grenade. Whoa, I didn't see you.
Present for you.
My armor. My brand. Ah, we're good. Somehow I didn't die. I should have died, but I didn't somehow. Feels good, man. I would if I could, Bennett. I don't know if anyone knows how to replace voice lines in this game yet. Otherwise, they probably would have replaced Ada's by now.
Got some new welcome. I got something new for pleasant travels.
But yeah, I mean, my main point is basically like, it's not about that whatsoever. Like, virtually zero people or like, I dislike Ada's voice actress because she's Japanese.
Another way.
I dislike when this Japanese character is played by a Japanese person. That offends me. I don't think anyone has that take, basically, unless they're just like literally racist, but that seems like it's a infinitesimally small amount of people, maybe like one or two. And like people just don't like her performance because the performance is bad. And maybe some of the people that harassed her like said racist shit because people who harass people say racist shit, but I mean,
You know, I
pretty universally everyone's like, yeah, don't harass people, that's
we
dumb.
work well together, don't we?
I guess so.
Right?
They the Chinese? I actually don't know. Honestly, see, like this is, I literally don't care what race characters are
We could protect the
or
US
people
from
are,
any and
so I don't
all
even know.
threats.
Is she Chinese? She might be Chinese.
Well, either way,
I have no
we
idea.
have to make it out of here.
Because it doesn't fucking matter, dude.
You're no fun.
It's a fucking fictional video game character. Okay, but you like you wouldn't even know though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's meant to be vague. Okay. Well, I don't know.
You bastard.
It's almost like she's just a human being and it doesn't really matter where she's from. It's just that she's like a cool character. People wanted the vocal performances to be good. It's Chinese. Okay, well there you go. My apologies. But it kind of hammers the point home that it literally just doesn't matter. Like,
You've done well to make it this far, rookie. I've prepared a battlefield up ahead just for us soldiers.
Welcome. I got something new,
well, that's my bad then.
stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny for
But the point still stands. Obviously. Alright, or so.
Honestly, this might be the only gun you need. This kind of work is about finesse.
I need a little bit more money than
Goes
that.
a long way. You will.
How much more? That much
I
more.
can certainly
Cool.
come back anytime.
Well, then there you go. Then she's literally incorrect about being the first person. About that.
I've been waiting for you, rookie. Oh, worried about the girl, is that it?
Because one of the people that previously played her was Chinese, so. And no one had any problem with that whatsoever, because why would they? Because no one cares.
But if you think I'm gonna let you out of here alive, you're even more naive than I thought. You can't save her. You can't save
That's fine, but you're in a vast minority of people, well.
being a lackey for these maniacs.
Personally, I didn't really care. Like, whatever. She did a bad performance.
What the hell for? Revenge on the
The
government.
only thing that upsets me is that she blames it on that instead of just being like, yeah, I like didn't do a good
You
performance.
think I'm doing all this for revenge? Isn't that what this is all about? See, in that jungle, I had a revelation.
Like, it's not the end of the world, dude. I don't fucking care. It's- she didn't do a good job. Like,
Unadulterated.
all good, dude. Like, people make mistakes.
Giving me that.
Didn't ruin the game or anything.
You were always an asshole. But at least you had. Better run, rookie. Not like I have a choice.
Not by any stretch of the imagination. At least not for me. It is definitely bad enough, though, that when I first heard it, I laughed out loud.
Go goddamn weak.
why am I letting the cinematic run? Because he moves during the cinematic, and if you let him move for long enough, then he gets stuck.
You barely made it out alive.
Go with your gut, don't think. That was the first thing you taught me.
Sloppy. Ready to die, Boogie. I'm no stranger to covert tactics, remember?
How can I forget?
Shit.
I will say that Krauser's voice actor in this game has definitely grown on me. I wasn't a huge fan of him when I first played the game, but he definitely got better the further you get into the game. Like, at this point in the game, he's really good. But like early on in the game, I didn't like him that much. But the more I play it, the more I like it.
I admit, you've done well to stay alive this long.
I'd be dead if I kept listening to people like you.
You passed with flying colors. Here's your medal. This is it, soldier!
You're really doing this?
How did the dynamite not hit him?
You and me are two sides of the same coin. I guess that means we'll never see eye to eye. Witness the power!
So that's your true power?
So that's your true power?
You're gonna regret that, smart mouth. Yours. You're not getting away! I can't wait to see you ride!
But yeah, personally, I don't give a shit, man. I really don't care. I'm just gonna skip all the cutscenes always and forever anyways, and she doesn't have any dialogue that's not in a cutscene, so.
Are you ready, Boogie?
Yeah. Let's settle this.
That's rough.
I'm not surprised you made it this far. Strength is
Dude.
everything. The weak can protect nothing.
You have 1
You're
HP.
going, there won't be anything left to protect. You'd have known that once.
That's where you're wrong.
You,
I didn't know.
got him. Man, literally had 1 HP. This is so sad. Pausing help escape the grabs? No. But pausing does let me grab my controller so I can escape the grabs instantly. I didn't know a goddamn thing. And now I won't know anything ever because I'm dead.
Hello, stranger. Welcome. Got a selection of that pleasant travel.
Got a selection of that. You think there's any validity to these RE9 rumors? Who cares? People forget that this game came out like 2 months ago and that they can actually enjoy it still.
What was that?
I'm very much a fan of enjoying what you have instead of always begging for more.
Sorry, bad
Hunt again. I owe you one. Present for you.
Ooh, I shouldn't have thrown that. I only had one. Jeez. Not very consumerist of you. How's Capcom supposed to stay afloat? I know.
Oh, welcome.
I remember back in the day
What can I do you for? Come
when you
back
used to play like
anytime.
Halo 3 and you played it for like 2.5 years and you're like, man, this game is so good. I wonder if they're ever gonna make a Halo 4. I think the entire RE community would rather remain hyped on unreleased games than play actual releases. I think that's true. I think you're right. Subzent. I love when the game takes control of my camera away from me.
Hunt again.
That was too early. I missed the stun guy. Forgot that.
All right. All right.
How many had to kill there? I don't know. A lot though. Not that many, I don't think. I think I had killed more than you needed to. I just was inefficient with my grenades at the start. I wanted that fast, but I guess I'm not getting it.
Better give him what he wants.
Mike! All clear!
Thanks, buddy. All right. Now watch me do my thing.
Okay. God damn it.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Game. Good game.
Oh, nothing. Welcome. What
Oh,
can I eat?
nothing.
Good is pleasant travels.
You'll be attending CS now. Have fun. Let's take a look.
What was that?
A cubierto. How did you know, Bio? Who told you?
Sorry, bad traffic. One combat chopper compliments the Hunnigan. Call him back. And I'd show these assholes what we got.
Do I like horror movies? No, horror's cringe.
I owe you one.
Oh yeah, more customers. Move them into an open area. I'll give them what they came for.
Not a fan of horror. Can you just die?
Leave the area up ahead to me. Take a break before you join in on the fun.
It'd be sick if Mike would actually shoot. Like,
Not bad at all. Better give him what he wants.
Mike, all clear.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Now watch me do my thing.
dude, literally, who are you? Runs in a row now though. You just like run up behind me and grab me instantly. But he's like never there before.
I'm out of ammo. You'll have to handle this one on your own. Don't worry, you got this. Bitch won't even break a sweat.
There you go. Present for you.
Oh, we're good. Crouch IRL when getting grabbed. Reaching for my controller so I can insta free from the grab.
Get in.
Thanks.
We get out of here. Drinks are on me. I know a good bar.
I'll make sure you're the next to go, Sadler.
That's Tony. He's been a part of the island for A-side team for 5 years. Damn. He's more like, who the fuck are you then? Never seen an anime girl in these parts.
What the?
Feel bad now.
Why not treat yourself, mate? Welcome. Ooh, what you better to be over prepared. Emma, good comeback. any time.
Almost there. Ashley, I'm coming.
No, it still does, because of course it does.
Title 111 Big Weebs for 53 months. Poggers. in chat.
Poggers. Yo, Ty, thanks for the primer for the 53 years. Much love, hombre. Hope you're doing good. Absolute waifu stream boomer. Oh, I almost got away with that. I love getting stunned by the body. It's so good. The Plaga popping stunned me and literally trolled me.
Welcome. Wielding. What can I don't always have this in stock. Cross come back any time.
Classic.
Almost there.
Anything else want to go wrong? This run's kind of dog shit.
I'm coming.
We fit a crash in here somewhere. Shooting range minigame should be playable from the main menu. Fight me? I'll fight you. Shooting range minigame should be removed from the game. How about that? But my charms? Dude, I hate the charm system actually. Why don't we just like give random RPG stat bonuses and we'll give them as rewards for doing a shooting gallery minigame.
Ashley. Damn it.
And in that shooting gallery minigame, we're gonna make all of your guns have RNG bullet spread.
Inventory B. Looks like it's this way.
Fucking someone give that guy a raise. What a genius. Alright guys, wake me up when it's over, okay? I'm gonna go to sleep for a little bit.
Enough. God damn it. This time, it has to be different.
I'm up. I'm back. I'm back. I'm awake.
So all of this.
I was just reading on Twitter about
Heights.
how homeschooling is apparently socially stunting towards your children,
We're alive.
but the replies were
Thanks to him.
a firefight. Results inconclusive. Chat, are any of you homeschooled?
You're getting good at that.
Right? You sure you're okay?
Never been better.
Good.
Yes, surely, bio, surely.
Look at this place. That woman who helped us.
We were homeschooled for a few years.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine.
I don't know. If Twitch chat's social, homeschooled, maybe it's true. The social stunting.
Hey, wait, Leon!
Have I seen Superstore? Yeah, I think it's true about the social stunting thing, maybe. I don't know what that is. I love onions. Have you seen D's nuts? You just don't have to fucking destroy him. Jesus
Got a
Christ.
selection of good things on
Savage.
sale, stranger. Thank you. Not my place to. Might want to take. Welcome.
Save. Why not? Just save. Just in case. Fuck it, dude. Saved like 29 times. May as well save 30 times.
Leon, look! Is that...
I got it. I'm a legend. Not everything that could have went wrong, because I got that trick. So feels good, man. Feels good, dude. Heck yes. I am hecking excited to run Devil May Cry the 3rd. Bat chest.
Not out of here yet.
Thanks.
What's up, Davis? Good to see you. How do you perform jet ski tricks? Press interact twice in the air.
They're nothing now their master's gone. It's over.
Xbox or PlayStation? I actually run all of my games on the Super Nintendo.
All right. Not bad either.
Real. Not fake. Not clickbait. All caps. That's pretty base, Davis. Whatever you enjoy, brother. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, James, my favorite game ever. Bonk. $235. Well, good thing we live in an age of participation awards because I need one right about now. GG.
Just impeccable.
222. Just impeccable. I closed Remake. Did my live split crash?